Tonight's such a nice night.
Oh my god, it's beautiful.
It's like the nicest night it's been here in a minute.
It's like spring.
You think? Yeah, maybe. So we're outside Paddlefish right now.
Yeah.
We decided to
investigate. I was gonna say it wasn't a very nice night on the night of September 15th. Is that what you told me in the car?
It was Monday, September 15th.
Seat of the crime.
Seriously. Okay, so let's start with, we are true crime fans, and we're gonna be a little silly about this story only because nobody was hurt.
Right.
Like, robberies are no joke. They are not funny.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
I hope they weren't traumatized. It sounds like he was in and out.
It was a couple minutes for them.
Yeah. So I don't, by no means are, but we thought it would be kind of interesting to come over and look at it, because like we walk by Paddlefish all the time.
Right. So
let's talk about what happened.
The facts are these. On the night of September 15th, or
Monday.
at midnight, about an hour after closing, they close at 11 o'clock, as a lot of establishments here do. Somebody dressed in, a lot of reports say scuba gear. He was certainly in a wetsuit. He certainly had goggles on. Boarded Paddlefish. I believe it was on the first floor, where there's an office, and they were counting money. There were 2 employees in that room. The gentleman, if he had scuba gear on, took it off, put it somewhere on the boat.
He definitely had a wetsuit.
He's in a wetsuit.
Yeah.
And
they said that he took. Okay, yeah.
And went into the office, I believe, put some plastic ties on them, told them to sit in the corner, close their eyes, and then he stole, again, reports different here, between $10,000 and $20,000.
In cash.
Within 2 minutes, he was back, maybe put on his scuba gear, back in the water, and gone. At that point, the 2 employees who were in the office managed to get free of their restraints, call 911, and police came on the scene.
So I think it said it. Yeah. So I think they said it was 12:10 a.m.
Yeah.
On Monday, September 15th. So I'm just giving. I'm just giving you a little more facts.
Yeah.
It's interesting because they said he arrived by water and he left by water.
So that's what
So
we're
like
here to do.
what? Where?
That's what
Where?
we're here to do. We're here to see
Like
where he might have come aground.
Where did you come from? Where?
Paddlefish is not an actual boat. It's a structure. And it's raised up on a platform. You don't just climb up on one side of it. There's only a few entries. We'll take a walk around the boat to see where he might have come aboard.
Sure.
And then let's do that, and then we'll talk about his potential escape
But it's
routes.
like, okay, but let's just on those few facts that we have.
Yeah.
Like, he had to have been something to the restaurant, right?
Let's stop. We both suspect that it was an inside job. Let's save that conversation for later.
Okay, well, what I will say is when I heard of this, I was like, this is some The Rock shit.
Yeah. Ocean's 11 at Disney Springs.
Yeah, like, I mean, this is just kind of a bizarre story. Like,
and endlessly interesting.
It is interesting. I want to know if they're going to catch him. I mean, that, like, it isn't, they say it's an active investigation. So come with us. Let's go walk around and look at this. But again, if we were one of the 2 employees, it probably scared the shit out of them. So I hope they're okay. It sounds like they were fine.
Yeah. Well, you're there. You're counting the final money for the night. You're thinking about going home and having a late dinner, and all of a sudden there's a frog man. I mean, hey, get in the corner.
Yeah, like that's a little. I mean, let's also talk about how Disney has security. I mean, Disney Springs has security.
There's no doubt.
So there are cameras everywhere, right? Like, how did this guy, and where was he? Where did he go?
He wanted to come into the water because there's no cameras on the water.
Right, but like, then he would have had to come from the hotel, and you know that like the hotel.
Speculating. We don't know
maybe
that.
I would think, but unless he went. You know what? This whole lake is big, so like what you see like here, right? It keeps going like all the way back there. It runs all the way to like Circus Soleil. Like, it's connected to other resorts
we
that are.
go to the top of the boat. I think we might have a cocktail while we're up there.
Okay.
And we'll talk about various directions and places he might have come from. When we're
It's
up
just
there.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So let's go talk.
So let's see some area where he might have reported or come ashore. Let's go do that first.
Okay, let's do it. Let's go.
All right, so we're here on one side of the boat. Again, it's not an actual working boat. It is a structure. You can really see that from this angle. So one possible point of entry would be coming around the back of the paddle. It just seems unlikely that he came in this way because he'd have to swim through all this gunk.
Yeah, like...
He'd have to navigate these rocks and then climb up and then leap this rail, which is a pretty narrow area. Let's walk around. I think we can get back there. He's got a lot of bushes to deal with. He'd have to leap the rail like right over here. Or I guess he could do it right here.
Yeah.
This might be. This would be.
I think the rocks are too rocky.
Right.
And aren't the rocks here actually to deter like gators? Like he was in the water with gators, guys. I bet you there's gators in this.
Disney does relocate gators.
I know, but I don't. Do you think Disney knows that there's gators in this pool or in this water?
I've never seen one over here personally.
I've never seen one either. I've never seen one either. They just say where there's water, there's gators.
Right. I suppose he could have come under this bridge and done the same thing and come up. There's even more rocks to deal with, though, more gunk to swim through.
Oh yeah, you might.
And then he could have done it right there.
Get under that bridge.
The other question is he'd have to know that either this door. The service there is an employee door right here, so you'd have to. Yeah, but it's a point of entry, and then there's the main entrance. Other than that,
okay. So for certain these that's like trash,
right? But that door might be open. We don't know. It could swing open.
Oh, I mean it's an emergency.
And then I don't know where that door leads to. I think it's probably just the close.
I assume that's probably like an internal, maybe staircase, maybe.
Right.
I don't know.
So if he came in on this side, this is kind of the end of where he could come up. The advantage he has here is there's the front door. If assuming it's open, that's right. Let's go to the other side by Terralina and check out the other side of the ship. Okay, the other side he could have come in is over here by Terralina. Much even less likely that he's getting up on this ship. I mean, unless he's Spider-Man, he's not clinging to the underside of this.
Well, and imagine you're wet. Like, I mean,
right, and it's 12:50 at night.
Yeah, that's not.
Or 12:10 at night. Sorry.
Yeah.
So again, he could have come in here. He could have climbed the hill. He could have gone through Terralina. I suspect Terralina was also in the process of closing, so you wouldn't want to do that because you might get seen there, unless. And we're going to talk about this later. Unless it's an inside job and he knows that Terralina is done closing by midnight. But he could have navigated this and then come up and then come over this bridge too.
There's so many questions.
So it's got to be this side or this side. We're going to go up on the roof and we'll take a look down. But I don't think he could have climbed on the boat from the water side. Do you?
No, but if he did, this is all, like this deck is all accessible. So
right.
Like you could have climbed up on one side and walked all the way around it.
Right.
So.
Well, shall we go up around the bow of the ship?
Let's walk through there without the camera because there's diners and we have people eating. I don't want to interrupt them. But
okay.
Let's see if it's
we'll go take a look. All right, we're on the back side of the boat, the water side. So this is where he would have. Again, we'll talk about where he might have swam from when we're on the top. Heck, he could have been a disgruntled employee working at Rainforest Cafe and coming from the lava lounge. But there's no way he's scaling up this from the water. Impossible. You'd have to have some sort of like Batman pulley cord to get up here, wouldn't you?
Yeah, this is bizarre.
Let's
go up.
All right, we'll see you guys upstairs. All right, we're on the top deck. Our hopes for a cocktail or dash because it looks like the bar's here closed. By the way, though, this is a great bar. We've been here in a few videos.
It's a great bar.
That's neither here nor there right now. So let's talk about points of entry. This is looking back. The paddle of this fake ship is in the back, right?
Can't really see it.
Yeah, you can't even see it from over here. So this is, I mean, technically it is a point of entry. He could have come in from the Disney Springs side. I think that's ridiculously unlikely because somebody's going to notice a dude in a wetsuit in any of this, right?
So what I think is
not to mention cameras.
I would think that he probably swam from far. I doubt that he swam from like the hotel over.
Well, one possibility is there is, on the other side of the boat dock, There's a path that leads out to the main street that drives into Disney's.
Oh, okay.
So he could have parked at like a hotel across the street, hopped out over there, taken off the wetsuit and walked in civilian clothes and just carried his wetsuit under his arm. Nobody would really think much about it.
Maybe.
The other place he could have done it was, there's a path from, this is the Saratoga Springs Resort. There's a path that goes around this building. He could have parked at the far end of this hotel block and then just swam directly over there and gone. Now, again, the risk there is, I don't know what kind of cameras Disney's got in place. And even if it was an inside job, we don't know that he's familiar with the security over there. So would you take that risk?
It's bizarre. Let's walk to the other.
Okay, the advantage is it's the closest swim.
Okay.
All right, let's go to the other side. Okay, we're at the back of the boat now.
Is this the back? I would have called this the front.
Oh, that's right, the front. So the other point of entry could have been, I mean, he really could have gone anywhere along. We're saying he, it could have been a she.
No, I think they know it's a he.
Oh, with the voice. So the other potential option is, way off in the distance there is the golf club and the surface lot parking. That would have been an easy place, but that's a long swim to escape to. Then again, if he didn't have a scuba tank on, he could have like gone underneath and like hugged the coastline.
I mean, yeah, you don't have to have a scuba tank on. You could just be like
Snorkeling.
You could be holding your breath. You could be.
Let's talk about that. We mentioned the alligators. Look how dark. I mean, granted, this is nighttime, but this water is murky at best during the day, on the brightest day, without a cloud in the sky.
And I honestly do think that's why there's rocks like along these areas.
Right.
I think it's to deter alligators. So
It could be.
I mean,
But
you
bottom
can't
line,
guarantee that there's not gators in this water.
sure, but bottom line, the point I'm trying to make is there's zero visibility. So he's not going to see more than a few feet in front of him during the day. At night, it's going to be zero visibility. And then I don't know what time the resort boats stop running. They probably would have been done for the night.
I think the resort boats are like
1 hour
are
after
like
closing.
buses. It's like an hour or an hour and a half.
Okay, so maybe, but they run, every 20 minutes. They wouldn't have been that hard to avoid.
But then that leads me to think that he probably didn't, even if he did have scuba gear, he probably didn't like do the length of anything because you want to get in and out, right? Like, so this is crazy. This is crazy.
Like I said, if it were me, the criminal and mastermind that I am, I would have parked in the closest parking lot and done the quickest swim.
Why are you even like? I'm doing hypotheticals, not because I would ever be a thief.
No, I'm just thinking like they say like that's what Sherlock Holmes does. He puts his mind in that. Like if I was the criminal, I'm trying to think like they do.
Okay.
Because I would want the shortest swim and the quickest escape. That way you're in your car and you're out of here. The 4 is 5 minutes away. And the other thing is, do you think the response by the sheriff's department was going to... Do you think they were sending SWAT teams? It's not like we're watching the movie Heat. Like, they probably would have sent a couple cars out.
Well, yeah. I mean, and I think I read that they came out during the day on Monday, so later, 12 hours later when it's light outside or not
to, like, do a search for a wetsuit or something?
Yeah, like, they did a perimeter search around the water.
See if any Benjamins are floating in the water.
I mean...
But, like, here's, like, a patrol boat coming in right now. Like, do you think...
patrol boat? The other's an Amphicar from Boathouse.
Right, but I think, like, Orange County Sheriff is going to be on a boat like that, right? When they're out here.
Okay, yeah.
Looking around. Like, do you think those are out that night with spotlights?
Not that night. I think they came out during the day. Because and the reason I could be wrong, but... I think they would have given us more detail, like in the news report, that they did do that night. I think they probably didn't because they got away with money and nobody was hurt. He was in and out in 2 minutes, they said.
Right, so. There's somebody there. Look, they're waving at us. Just see if he knows anything.
I love the Amphicar. Okay, so we walked around the boat.
Yeah.
We talked about some potential entry points.
Before that, just quick detail, not a huge issue. He also had a spray paint can and spray painted the camera.
Okay.
So he would know that there was a camera in that office to do that. Why bother bringing a camera?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's an inside job. I think it's weird that... I mean, I have a lot of questions. Why do it on Sunday night? Because like $10,000 to $20,000 doesn't seem like a lot of money for Disney Springs.
Maybe that's the night they do their deposit for the weekend?
This is a pretty... No.
Maybe that's the night he knows there's going to be the least staff members aboard.
Maybe that, because like maybe it's a slower night.
Yeah.
Like, because I mean, I don't know. Disney's always busy, but
Yeah.
it just like, I feel like it was calculated. Like it is
absolutely.
such a weird, like bizarre way, like to enter and exit.
Given that the speed at which he operated, he knew apparently where the office was. Presumably knew how many people there were. He knew to bring a spray can to hit the camera. He knew how to get away because we're several weeks later and there hasn't been an update to the story.
And the aquatic bandit is still on the loose.
The aquatic bandit, that gave Amber quite a chuckle on the way.
I read that in one of the reports, which was a very descriptive way to.
That's got to go either in the title or the thumbnail.
I think it's pretty funny.
It's hilarious. So, I mean, I don't have much more to say about it. I mean,
I really don't either.
I think we covered where he must have come on to board the craft, right? To board the restaurant.
I mean, I guess he could have jumped. Like, so that's the other thing, because they say he left via the water too. So, like, it'd be easy to dive if you knew that it was deep enough to dive.
So it has to be somewhat deep because again, we've got those friendship boats and the So it's got to be at least 6 feet, maybe.
You think?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I know when that water gets low enough, the boats can't run. So there is some minimum depth requirements, but let's assume 5-6 feet minimum.
Yeah.
You know, does it get shallower towards the building?
But like 5 to 6 feet doesn't feel like
if you went in at an angle, you'd be okay.
Not everybody's a master swimmer like you.
I think this guy clearly was.
Yeah, I know,
he knew what
right?
he was doing. He's a frogman. And we'll put a picture of him probably in the thumbnail and probably in the video at some point.
I think it's just very interesting because this is like one of those like, what are you even talking about kind of stories.
Right.
Like when I thought it was going to be like an Onion article or something.
Yeah.
Like, because it just seems so nuts that somebody did that.
My final theory that I came up with was, and we pointed this from upstairs, you can access some of the other restaurants that kind of go over the water. Boathouse comes to mind, but a lot of them do. The Indiana Jones bar, Hangar Bar. What if they like worked at that establishment, our friends there, and they swam underneath the pier, and they had an accomplice to help them get out?
Maybe. I
And
mean,
they could change in that location.
well, and it's funny you say that because the thought did occur to me that the two employees, maybe they know who it is too.
Maybe it was
Potentially.
just a third employee that was on staff, like, hey, I'll dress up like I came from the water. And maybe they never even did. They were just saying.
No, but I'm saying like the two that he like zip tied and put in the corner. Maybe they knew. You don't know. They could have been part of it too.
I don't want to make allegations against
No,
them.
no, and I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not.
Everything's on the table. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Like people are crazy,
Yeah.
and they could come in like maybe like I don't know. Is $10 to $20,000 enough to split three ways? Is it worth it to you?
That's what you're looking for.
It's not for me. I don't live a life of crime. So.
It'll pay for a Disney cruise. Some.
But like, in all honesty, this is just a bizarro story.
It's crazy.
And it was really interesting just to walk around and look and say like, what do you think?
We are big fans of Paddlefish.
We are.
Again, we hope the people that were involved didn't go through too much trauma.
Yeah, I really hope that they're not traumatized. I hope it was. They, in multiple places, it said he was in and out so quick.
Yeah.
That I'm hoping that it was more of like a what's going on, and then it was over.
Yeah.
Like so, that's what I hope happened.
We come here quite a little bit. Great drinks. We also, I don't know if we'll follow through on it, but it's one of our options. We did book a reservation here for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Amber snagged that the other day, so it's on the table, so to speak. We might come here.
I mean, we could even come here for or we could always come here for our anniversary in a couple weeks. Or
that's a great.
I mean, we've got a lot of options. We've never had a full meal here.
Yeah.
We've had some snacks. We've done some apps here.
Yeah, the etouffee.
Yeah, we've shared a dish while we were having a drink before.
Yeah.
So we do. This place deserves our proper review.
Yeah.
It smells so good in there.
I have nothing else to add about this.
Me neither.
If you have theories, we'd love to hear about them in the comments.
Yeah.
If you've eaten here, let us know what's good.
I'm sure it's all good.
Like Viva Paddlefish, right? Do everything the YouTubers say. Like, share, above all else, subscribe. We'd love to have you on for our future journeys. And we're done. Have fun storming the castle.
And stay magical.